This is the HOVERFLY UREA 26 electric bike. My first impression was a mix of wow, that's quick off the line, and okay, this thing is heavier than it looks. The motor snaps on with authority, the throttle feels easy to modulate, and the whole bike gives off a sturdy, commuter-ready vibe. Then the little quirks start showing up, and that's where this bike's personality really comes through. The UREA looks like a traditional mountain-style commuter, 26-inch wheels, a chunky front suspension fork you can lock out, and a clean, simple frame with internal-ish cable routing. The brand lists the frame as aluminum, and it feels stout and solid. At about 53.5 pounds, it's not something I enjoy hauling upstairs, but on the road, it feels planted and stable. Ergonomics are mostly fine. The seat height and the stem are easy to adjust so I could dial in a comfortable reach. The saddle, though, is firm. I gave it a fair shot and still ended up shifting around after an hour. A cushier seat or a gel cover helped a lot. The bars offer good control, but mounting a phone bracket took extra fiddling because of the bar shape. Shifting is handled by a 7-speed Shimano-style trigger, and while it's functional, I had to stretch my thumb a bit to hit it comfortably every time. The control unit keeps things simple, a basic LED light bar that shows assist level and battery bars. No speed readout, no trip data, no wattage. If you're used to a full LCD with speed and range estimates, you'll miss it. If you just want to hop on and ride, it's dead simple. Key features that stood out right away: a 750-watt peak rear hub motor, a 48-volt 7.8 amp-hour removable battery with a key lock, mechanical disc brakes, front suspension you can lock, and both pedal assist and throttle-on-demand. Assembly was straightforward. I spent around 20 to 30 minutes installing the bar, front wheel, pedals, and fenders. The tools in the box were enough to get it rolling. I did a quick brake and derailleur tune and aired the tires before riding. From my experience, the motor is the highlight and the headache. On throttle, it's smooth and predictable. On pedal assist, it's punchy to the point of being abrupt. That's due to the cadence sensor, which only detects whether the cranks are turning, not how hard you're pushing. So, when you start pedaling at a given PAS level, it pours on that level of power right away, almost like a switch. In tight spaces or when I wanted a gentle roll-off, it felt jumpy. I learned to start in a lower assist level and bump it up once moving, which helped. Flat ground performance is lively. I hit an easy 20 amp-hours on PAS or throttle, and occasionally saw 21 to 22 mph with a tailwind. Hill performance is decent on moderate grades. The motor keeps momentum without making me grind. On steeper climbs, the weight of the bike shows, and speed drops unless I add real pedal effort. That's normal for a commuter hub motor in this class. Just don't expect miracle climbs. The suspension fork does its job, soaking up cracks, potholes, and gravel chatter. Locking it out on smoother rides keeps the front end feeling more direct. Brakes are mechanical discs, reliable enough, but mine squeaked until I bedded the pads in and cleaned the rotors. Even then, they don't have the instant bite you get from hydraulics. But stopping power was fine for city speeds. Range lined up with the claims. With my 180 pounds weight and mixed terrain, I saw roughly 30 to 35 miles in pedal assist when I kept the assist conservative, and about 18 to 22 miles using mostly throttle. Charging from near empty took a touch over 5 hours. The removable battery is great for apartment charging, and the lock adds basic security. Build-wise, the bike rides tight with no odd rattles, though I did have to retighten the fender screws a few times after rides. The included bell, LED headlight, and double fenders are practical. The little frame bag is handy for a lock, wallet, or a snack. On reliability, I had one annoying moment where the motor cut out mid-ride and came back after a power cycle and connector check. Later, I had a charging hiccup that resolved after reseating the battery and cleaning the contacts. Support was slow to answer, and I ended up doing most of the troubleshooting myself with basic tools and common e-bike know-how. Your mileage may vary, but that's part of my story with this bike. In my opinion, the value sits in a few places. The removable, lockable battery is practical and makes day-to-day ownership simpler. The motor's pep on flats is honestly fun. The throttle is super handy when starting from lights or getting through intersections. The front suspension improves comfort on rough streets, and being able to lock it out gives a more efficient feel on smooth paths. Steering is stable, so I felt confident zipping through traffic and carving gentle descents. And the overall package, headlight, bell, fenders, frame bag, 90% pre-assembly, means you're up and riding quickly. I also appreciate the safety angle. The electrical system, being UL 2849 certified, is a real plus for peace of mind when charging indoors. It's not flashy tech, but it's the kind of thing that matters. It's perfect for someone who wants a straightforward A to B commuter that can handle a mix of pavement, bike paths, and light gravel, with the option to just thumb the throttle when you don't feel like pedaling. If you're okay with a simple display and you can live with a firm stock saddle or plan a quick upgrade, you'll get along with it. The HOVERFLY UREA is a solid, simple e-bike with a punchy motor, a practical removable battery, and the comfort of a front fork for rough roads. It's heavy, the pedal assist is more on-off than silky, the brakes can squeak, and a few bolts need periodic attention. The display is bare bones by design. From my experience, the ride itself is enjoyable once you learn its rhythms. Use a lower PAS to start, rely on throttle in tight spots, and keep up on basic maintenance. I'd recommend this for commuters and newer e-bike riders who want reliable city speed up to 20 miles per hour, predictable handling, and easy charging. If you want a super smooth pedal feel with power that follows your effort, look for a torque sensor. If you live upstairs with no elevator or need longer throttle-only range, weigh those trade-offs. For everyday rides to work, errands, and weekend paths, it gets the job done and feels sturdy doing it. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more real-world gear reviews and drop your questions or your own UREA tips in the comments. Thank you for watching.